Siemaneczko! Wilk z tej strony na live z gry Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. Pamiętacie, ostatnio zostaliśmy kapłanem, diakonem, jak to woli. Do klasztoru trafiliśmy. To teraz będę kontynuował, wiadomo. Formalności, a okazało się, wiecie, pamiętacie co mówiłem ostatnio, że bot mi nie wysłał? Bot wysłał mi. Bot wysłał powiadomienie o live'ie, wysłał, ale z opóźnieniem. Dokładnie po pierwszej wysłał, że live trwa. No dobra, ale działa. To jest najważniejsze, że on działa. Jakby nie działał, no to wtedy ja bym się inaczej zastanawiał, ale dobra. Zostawię go sobie, zobaczymy. Zobaczymy. Ale powinien wysłać, po jakimś czasie wyślę. Dla mnie to się liczy najbardziej, żeby on wysłał to. Bo wtedy nie będę musiał zapominać, bo nieraz zapomnę, czy ktoś i ktoś będzie musiał za mnie robić, no to mówię, to jest niepotrzebne. Najlepiej by było, wiecie, jakby on sam. I widać działa. No dobra. Co mi tam zostało? A, jeszcze jedną rzecz. Daj się przygotować. Kurczę, minutę zacząłem przed północą, przed 23. Jaki przypadek w ogóle. Pisałem między 22 a 23, a tu minuta, dwie rozpoczęła się 2 minuty temu. Kurczę, 2 minuty przed końcem czasu. Przyznaję się, bo się wkręciłem, jak grałem sobie prywatnie, się wkręciłem. Ale dobra. Tu jeszcze coś sobie zobaczę jedną sprawę. Sobie coś sprawdzić. No dobra. Wszystko widzę działa, ładnie, wszystko jak ta lala. Tak jak ma być. Ja tu sobie zapamiętam, ale powinien ten bot działać moim zdaniem. Ja tam mam kurczę problem z tymi botami, bo niektóre w ogóle nie działają. No to jest kurczę. Jest bot, który ma wysyłać link na Discorda. A cały czas on zapomina w ogóle. No i dobra, powinien teraz ładnie działać. Dobra, zobaczymy. Ja sobie zobaczę, może on po jakim czasie odpala. Nawet dobrze, niech on wyśle, mówi nawet po jakimś czasie, że coś takiego trwa. Zawsze lepiej coś takiego niż kurczę wcale. No dobra, ja tu się rozgadałem, a tu trzeba teraz misję prowadzić. Się rozgadałem, dobra. Wszystko odpalamy. I wchodzimy do Kingdom Come'a. Prowadzimy właśnie misję Igła w stogu siana. W sazackim klasztorze ukrywa się człowiek, którego muszę znaleźć i zabić. Wiem tylko tyle, że jest jednym z nowicjuszy.
Can't you
A. Ale w ogóle taka cisza, że lepiej nie mówić. No, Henryku, w co ty się wpakowały? Miałem tutaj chyba w ekwipunku.
to me?
Ty, tu będzie mój pies łaźd.
Receive it as a divine. Any deliverance but this very obedience will be acceptable to God, pleasing to men only.
Tu jemy. I trochę tu spędzimy, co by nie mówić. W tym klasztorze benedyktynów. Dobra. O, alchemia to jestem dobry. Alchemię lubię. No, nie lubię tego czytania w ogóle. Ty? Hola, co? Coś mnie otruł. Co jaja robicie?
You've got a strong constitution. Anyone else would have certainly died.
What happened?
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a young boy. He was lost and miserable. He had no future. He was tempted by his friends into doing some foolish things, but he wasn't truly bad, because when it came down to it, he ran away rather than keep doing foolish deeds. His former friends didn't take kindly to that, though, and wanted to punish him. So they sent a hunting dog to find him and rip his throat. The boy wasn't stupid, though, and he knew that the hound was coming. He poisoned some food, and when the hound showed up, he gave it to him. He didn't expect the beast to live, but it did. And all of a sudden, the boy was sorry for what he tried to do. So he offered
On
to
jest
let the bark
świętoszkiem.
hound.
I think I understand you. But the beast would need to know what deal he's being offered.
You know, we're both pawns in someone else's game. They have plans for us, but we don't have to let them use us. We can just forget all about it and go our own way. I was a bandit, and I was at Nyhoff. I've robbed and stolen, but I swear to God I've never in my life slain innocent people. What I saw at Nyhoff made me realize my life was worth shit, but I still had a chance to change for the better. Here in the monastery I've had plenty of time to think things over, but then you showed up and fucked it all up.
So the evildoer changes his ways and finds God. What exactly are you proposing?
Both of us can leave this place. You can go back to your people, and I can go somewhere where I can live out my life in peace and no one will try to kill me. If we work together, we can both get what we want.
You're right. But the people who sent me will find out if I don't kill you.
They won't if we're clever about it. No one has to die. Before we make a run for it, we'll make it look like someone's killed me. Loads of blood, a tattered scrap of my habit, and footprints leading towards the river. No one will bother looking for my body there. There we'll split up. You go for your bounty, and I'll get as far away from here as I can.
Good. Let's do it your way.
Good. I'm glad that despite our initial discord, we could reach an agreement. Here, take something to calm your stomach. Now we'll need the keys to the monastery and some blood to make the tracks.
What are you going to do?
I need to get ready for a long journey. Prepare supplies, get some normal clothing somehow, that sort of thing. You can escape in that habit, but I need to vanish as fast as I can.
What do I need the keys to the monastery for?
How else will we get out? This place is practically a prison.
Do you mean these keys?
What? I'm not going to ask you how you got your hands on those, you devious lad.
And where am I supposed to get my hands on blood in a monastery?
You'll find a parchment in the kitchen with a list of ingredients on it, all the things they're ordering. Add blood for making soup to the list, and when it's delivered the next day, take it before anyone notices it's even come.
All right, that's it.
Excellent. Come and see me once you have everything. And Gregor...
I'm Gregor, and
I know. I saw you at the ceremony. My name is Nebulus, and I'm the provost here. I'm in charge of the monastery's property, as well as handling trade with the outside world.
that means you get to leave the monastery.
No, not at all. I just write lists and send them out.
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. There's the alchemist's laboratory. I want you to prepare 2 marigold decoctions. Once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby. Don't forget to let me know when you're done so I can check them.
Odwar nagietka. Robimy. Jak gdzieś to ominąłem? Trucizna, marionetkarz, nocny jastrząb. A gdzie jest nagietka? Woda, garść pokrzywy, 2 nagietka. Po krzywej gotuj przez jednobrot klepsydry. Dobra. Bierzemy. Mam jeszcze jeden. No ciekawe, po co jest to mi naczynie.
Ah,
I finished my work.
show me what you've... Spectacular, Gregor. You've found your talent. Soon enough, you'll be teaching the other novices. What is it, brother?
Is there anything I could help with?
You know, there is. Perhaps you've heard that Abbot Peter is gravely ill. I'm interested in medicine, and I know there's a cure for the abbot's ailment. With your help, I could find out the details, and together you and I could give old Peter a few more years to do good. What do you say?
What do you need me for?
In order to get the recipe for this medicament, a few rules will need to be broken. Now, you know, most of the brothers believe every illness is a message from God, and that it's not our place to deny his will. I, however, think if God sent us not just illnesses, but also the medicine to cure them, then it's our duty to relieve people of their suffering. The cure for Abbot Peter's illness could be contained in one of the books in our library, but it will certainly be amongst the libri prohibiti, the forbidden books, those we aren't permitted to read.
Why are they forbidden?
Because they contain occult and demonic practices, witchcraft and all manner of evil. Or so some people claim. It's nonsense, of course. This is nothing but a book of medicine, albeit one written by a pagan. Ibn Sina, also known as Avicenna, is universally acknowledged to be a wise man. But here, at some point, someone decided his book is the work of a Saracen devil and must be kept under lock and key. Since then, no one can even talk about the book. But the three wise men were from the East, were they not?
Where can I find it?
In the library, there's a large cabinet with a lock on it. The forbidden books are inside. You'll easily recognize what you're looking for. The cover has not only a Latin inscription, but also Saracen letters. Bring it to me, but leave the other books there. No one will notice if one book disappears, but if more were to vanish, someone would certainly begin to look into it, which is exactly what we don't want.
Is there anything you can tell me that would help?
There's a key to the cabinet in the prior's chambers. The librarian should have another one, or you can acquire some lockpicks. But I can't tell you where or how. Perhaps Brother Celarius could help.
Why can't you do it yourself?
Because I'm one of the highest-ranking monks here, and one day I'd like to become abbot. Can you imagine me crawling around in the black of night searching for a forbidden book?
You could just ask for it.
Do you honestly think I haven't tried? Unfortunately, Librarian Cyril is a stubborn ass.
I'm ready.
One more important thing. There's always someone in the library during the day. To pass unwatched, you'll need to go at night. It's locked, but I'm sure you'll manage to get in. They say Brother Celarius understands locks, but don't tell him why you need it. Once you have the book, bring it to me, and I'll then use it to make Peter's medicine. We'll soon have the election of the abbot over and done with.
Is there any way I could help you get elected? Somehow tip the scales in your favour?
What would you like to do? Climb up the tower and shout, "Vote for Nevolis, vote for Nevolis"?
Not exactly. You do have an opponent, John.
John isn't my opponent, he's my brother, just like you and everyone else here. We're all brothers in Christ. But there is something you could help me with. You must know there's a great deal of iniquity here in the monastery. I'd be interested to hear of anything I don't know about.
Should I find out for you what's going on around here?
Let me make this clear. I want to base my candidacy on putting things in order. But if I don't know exactly what's wrong, then my promises are just empty slogans.
Very good then. I'll find out what I can.
Thank you, brother.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
Brother,
Is this a tavern? Are we at a dogfight? Violence doesn't belong.
Very well, brother. I accept my punishment.
Now, show me what you have on you. I must confiscate anything that's not allowed in the monastery.
Ale co mi zabrali? Kurwa, zamknęli mnie, ale za co? Nawet nie wiem za co. Za co mnie złapali? Kurczę, tam miałem wytrychy, ja pierdolę. Cześć, kruciak. Ale nie wiem, dlaczego mi po prostu wzięło szukanie. Miałem live'a i mnie tak gra wkurwiła, że chciałem coś rozpierdolić. Kurczamy na posiłek!
Because anything has been ordered by the superior. But any delay in execution. But this very obedience will be acceptable to God and pleasing to men only if what is commanded is done without hesitation. Delay, warning, grumbling, or for the obedience given to superiors is given to God. For in
You've got a strong constitution.
What?
Let me but he wasn't truly bad. The boy,
I think I understand.
you know, we're both.
You're right. But the people.
But there,
Good. Let's do it.
Good.
What are you?
What do I need to...
how,
And what? All right.
No super, przeszło to wszystko, poszło się pieprzyć. Grunt, że się uspokoiłeś. Fajny. Tylko, że tutaj trzeba się na walkę skupić na walce. Dobra, rozumiem, ja mam ostatnio na wczoraj na live. No trzymaj się, kuciak. Bracie, nie w lasie, co tam dla nas masz?
Novice.
I know.
That means you get. I'm here to.
Once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby. Don't forget to let me know when you're done so I can check them.
Dobra, już tak z pamięci lecimy. No i dobra, znowu lecimy. Ja wiem, że przewijam trochę te dialogi, ale one już były.
Praise be to...
I've finished.
Show me what you've... What would you like?
I mean,
Yeah.
what?
Many
A kurczę, niepotrzebnie to przewinąłem.
What sins are you talking about?
The scripture says, "Let he who is without sin cast the first stone." I'm sorry, Gregor, it's not my place to speak about the sins of others.
Tell me something about how the new abbot will be elected.
A new abbot has to be elected once the old one dies. All the brethren can vote, with the exception of novices. The abbot's crozier will be conferred on whoever is chosen, and he'll take the vow. When he becomes abbot, a monk spends most of his time dealing with politics outside the monastery, instead of actually leading the monastery. But he still maintains a fundamental influence on life here.
Can you tell me about Abbot Peter?
Peter's wise in the ways of politics and a good shepherd, but as you've already heard, he's old and infirm. The other brothers see him with one foot in the grave, but I still have hope for him. But you, brother, don't let yourself get involved in the games of your superiors. Could you help me with something?
With what?
I'm interested in medicine, and I know there's a cure for the abbot's ailment. With your help, I could find out the details, and together you and I could give old Peter a few more years to do good. What do you say?
Ja to przewinę.
What do you need me?
I, however,
I'm ready.
one more. They say, brother, we'll soon...
I'm in.
Yeah.
What?
Ma-
I'll be interested to know more about Brother John.
I don't like to speak ill of people, but Circuitor John is the worst person the monks could pick to represent them. He's nothing but an old schemer and pedant who preaches water but drinks wine. He's won the older brethren over because they know he won't call an end to their debauchery.
Why do you want to become abbot?
Because when I see the way things are headed around here, I have no other option. Itinerant preachers speak of the corrupted black heart of the church, and I can't deny there's truth in what they say. I'd like to change things and bring back meaning and esteem to the monastery.
That's all. Thank you.
Peace be with you, brother. What troubles?
Is there any way I could help you get elected? Somehow tip the scales in your favour?
What would you like to do? Climb up the tower and shout, "Vote for Nevillus, vote for Nevillus"?
Not exactly. You do have an opponent, John.
John isn't my opponent, he's my brother. Just like you and everyone else here. We're all brothers in Christ. But there is something you could help me with. You must know there's a great deal of iniquity here in the monastery. I'd be interested to hear of anything I don't know about.
Should I find out for you what's going on around here?
Let me make this clear. I want to base my candidacy on putting things in order. But if I don't know exactly what's wrong, then my promises are just empty slogans.
Very good then. I'll find out what I can.
Thank you, brother.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm the provost of this monastery. It's my job to ensure the monks live a humble life and that any surpluses go to the poor. But in reality, I spend all my time making sure my brother's gluttony and the construction of a new church don't swallow up the few resources we have left.
What would you like?
Łukasz, chyba z tobą?
In the night, I overheard the cicadas in the cellar. They were talking about you.
Oh no. So it's still not over. This isn't a life in service of God. This is purgatory.
Lucas, what's going on?
What do you think? Just like you, I saw the cicadas drinking and playing hazard as if they were in a brothel.
We'd be safer not to get mixed up in the affairs of...
You're probably right. But I was naive and hoped I could fix things. I warned them if they didn't stop, I'd go and tell the prior. But instead of mending their ways, they vented their anger on me. You've picked the wrong people to make enemies of, Lucas, they told me. Now I can't even count how many days and nights I've spent locked up in solitary confinement for the tiniest offenses, or for no offense at all.
Is there something I can do to help?
Would you? I think all it might take is for you to go and sit down with them. Have a talk, set things straight. Then they'd leave me alone. But I'm afraid even this path...
I'm not afraid of them.
Brother, you have the courage I lack. May the grace of God be upon you.
Praise be to... In the middle of the night,
How marvelous! Did you join in? More importantly, can I join in next time?
Siskian? I thought it wasn't allowed.
If the cicadas can, we...
That's not how it works, though.
I know. A double standard. The elder brothers can do as they please, but they're the ones preaching about morality to us.
Hmm. Hmm. A zbawienny sztab bym sobie zrobił. Bo ktoś się pytał, co tam chrupie, to ryż prepanowany. A, nie zrobię, bo nie mam wilczej jagody, super. Kurwa, gra mi się nie zapisuje. Do której godziny ja muszę iść? Do 12. Tak, do 12? Tak, do 12. A jestem ciekaw, wysłał ten bot w ogóle powiadomienia o tym live'ie? Pierdolę. Nie działa w ogóle. Super. Ja muszę dalej po staremu to robić. Kurde, myślałem, że powinno wszystko ładnie działać, a to mi wywala po prostu Kurde, nie wysłał. Myślałem, że wyślę ten bot, a kurczę, dupa nie wysłał. Już wracam do gry. Bunt maszyn, tak, bunt maszyn, się zgodzę. Mi się przypomniał ten filmik, jak to ruskie bota zrobili. Gdzie kurczę, on pijany już był.
I'm here to work.
Zobaczył, gdzie go stworzyli, to
This is most likely the first time
nachlał.
you've ever done this in your life. But it's easier than you think. Just a bit of practice and learning Latin. Here's the original, and here are the blank parchments on which you'll copy what you read in the original. Is that clear? Then you may begin, and try not to make a mess of it.
O, nie lubiłem tego robić w ogóle. O kurde, jak tam mija dobrze. O kurde, sen un legedonu voluntras est es unile mendula de ue a nostre. O kurde. To jest chyba M. Chyba tak. Albo N. Ja nie mogę i wejść do przepisu. Gaduj, co to może być? Dobra, stawiam na pierwsze. Czekajcie, a tu gdzie to? Do minus? Jest D, a to jest P, przepraszam. Matko Boska. Co ja tu mam wpisać? Ja tu nie widzę. A nie, do minus. Jest, do minus. Dunt. Na ty. Do minus. Dund. O matko boska, który na to wpadł, żeby kurczę coś takiego przepisywać? Zobaczymy, czy dobrze. Dobra, biblioteka szkoły ci nie poznałem.
This is quite inexcusable, boy.
Ja ci dam, nie, tu nie...
I found this piece of parchment. It looks like it's been ripped out of a book. Do you know what it is?
It appears to be a page torn out of Ovid.
Ovid? What is that? Is it the name of a book?
Not what, but who. Ovid was a great Roman poet. We have a few volumes by him in the library, but one of them vanished one day. Now I believe I can guess what happened. Brother Eustace, may the earth rest lightly on him, was quite narrow-minded when it came to classical literature. If a book had any mention of woman at all, he condemned it as a heretical work. If he'd had his way, all such books would have been burned. Ovid's The Art of Love must have been such a thorn in his side that he stole it from the library, tore it up, and hid the pages wherever he could.
Can you tell me something about the book?
The Art of Love is a sort of manual instructing young people how to find and maintain love. It's a lovely work. I don't understand what bothered Eustace so much about it, but as I was saying, he considered the book to be immoral and tore it up to stop it corrupting any of his brothers.
Where should I look?
If I knew, I wouldn't have asked you to do it. The pages of the book could be hidden anywhere, from the garden to the refectory.
Oh, would you like me to put the book back together again?
Absolutely. Eustace's wits weren't the sharpest, so I'm sure he didn't destroy any of the pages. I imagine he hid them throughout the monastery. It might take you a while to find them all, but when you do, you can rest assured Ovid will return to his rightful place in the library.
Good. I'll look around for it.
Thank you, brother. It's of no great importance, but if you can find all 10 pages, I'll be most grateful.
Ja znalazłem tylko 2. Do godziny 16 adoracja. 16 adoracja, potem niespory, wspólna kolacja. I dobra, 16, potem 18, dobra. Okej. Dobra, do 18. Teraz idziemy na posiłek.
Here the prophet showed that the spirit of silence good speech. So much the more of the punishment for sin makes or evil words. Therefore, since the spirit of silence is so important, permission to speak should rarely be granted even to perfect disciples, even though it be for good, holy, edifying conversation. For it is written, in much speaking you will not escape sin. And in another
Salve Domine.
death and life are in the power of the tongue. For speaking and teaching belong to the master. The disciples were asked to be silent to listen. For that reason, if anything is to be asked of the superior, it should be asked with all the humility and submission inspired by reverence. But as for coarse jests and idle words or words
Dobra, do 19, potem mamy czas dla siebie.
Praise be to Christ, brother.
I'm looking for something a little, unorthodox.
And what would that be exactly?
I'm looking for lockpicks.
Lock picks? And what would you like those for?
I'd like to practice opening locks, just for the fun of it.
Well, why not? So you heard I used to be a burglar, did you? I put it all behind me as soon as I took the vows. But I do have a few lockpicks left. I'll trade them for food. Get me a bite to eat, and you can have your lockpicks. Can't say fairer than that, can I?
Dobra, gorzałeczkę ci mogę dać. Wina naszego. Ciekawe, gdzie jest Jodok, bo on by mi się przydał.
Peace be with you, brother. Talk to me, brother.
To nie. To trzymaj się, Dragonek. Antoni.
I'd be with you.
Łukasz.
Must have been Brother Cicada. He can't sleep and prays long into the night.
Things will get worse.
A gdzie jest Jodok w ogóle? Jodok. Jest,
What
Jodok.
do you desire?
I was talking last night with the brother Cicators. It seems you're to fetch them a cask of wine, like last time.
Well, yes, it's true.
I'd like to help you.
Would you really do it? To get hold of the wine, we'll have to leave the monastery for a bit. I know it's forbidden, but we've no other option. If wine started going missing here, someone would notice. But to leave the monastery, we need the keys. And only the prior has those.
Wait a moment. Are you saying I'm supposed to steal the prior's keys so I can go and steal wine somewhere else?
You see why I don't want to do it myself now, do you? I don't have what it takes. I can't get those keys, but you could. Or you might be able to pick the locks.
But you've done it once before, haven't you?
Last time the prior was sick, and he left the monastery keys in the Circator's care. So they unlocked the gates for me. This time we'll have to steal the keys.
How can I get hold of the keys, do you think?
I don't know, but it might be possible to do this without them. Brother Celerius, the cellar keeper, used to be a burglar. He knows his way around locks, and maybe could help us, if you could find a way to arrange it.
Do you think he'll want to take part in theft?
No, but he could give some advice, or maybe get some lockpicks to open the gate. You'll figure something out.
If you think so, I can try.
Once you have the key or some lockpicks, come and see me and we'll make our plan.
About those...
Did you get...
Yes, I have them.
In that case, come before midnight to the cloister garden. I'll be waiting for you there, and we'll head off.
You're right. Stop.
What do you desire, Brother Greg?
It's a mystery. One that will be soon solved. It's a wonder the prior doesn't shake it.
Brother Cicator, my friend.
What would you like to be released?
No, I'm here because of Novice Lucas.
Only because that weasel wants to put an end to our nighttime fun. So, we're letting him know who's in charge here.
I'd appreciate it if you treat him like a brother again.
Well, if he isn't afraid of us, there's nothing to stop him ratting us out.
He hates you because you trample all over him and he has nothing to lose. If you show him just a bit of kindness, he'll think again about taking you on. You'll see.
Fine, you've convinced me. You can tell him things have been straightened out, but he'd better be on his best behavior from now on. Beware of Lucas. He might corrupt.
What do you mean?
He's a sodomite, a sinner. He might try to get you into the habit. Or out of it.
I didn't know that. Thanks for the warning.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus.
Łukasz, jesteś bezpieczny.
I spoke to the Cicators about how they've been treating you.
Really? Did you manage to convince them to leave me alone?
But you have to promise not to tell anyone what you saw them doing. Then they'll leave you alone.
That's a promise I'd be glad to make. I'm forever in your debt, brother. Because now I know I can trust you, there's something I want to tell you. It's about Brother Antonius. I wouldn't like to say something that isn't true. God forbid I should cause harm by my words, but this is something I'm sure of. Novice Antonius is lying to us.
What makes you say that?
He claims he's a merchant's son from Vlashim, and that he joined the order voluntarily. The thing is, I spent a great deal of time in Vlashim. I know it like the back of my hand, and no one even remotely like Antonius has ever lived there.
Are you sure? Because this could mean that...
It's true, or Canute isn't my name. That would be my secular name, by the way, but that's not important. I know Vlashim, and I know the local merchants there, and I've never seen Antonius among them. Why would he be lying if he had nothing to hide?
Thank you for telling me. I'll look into it.
I on tak nam się przyznał w ogóle. No i tak nam się przyznał, że to on jest. W ogrodach on chciał, tak? Wieczorem.
What would you like?
Here I am.
Just in time to manage it all. Once we're outside, we'll need to be careful and we'll need to be quick. If we're not back before sunrise, someone will realize we've gone and there'll be hell to pay.
Where exactly are we going for the wine?
Next to the monastery is the house of the custodian, a baron who provides military protection to the monastery. We'll take the wine from him.
How do we do that once we're there? Will we need to break into the custodian's cellar?
We needn't break in anywhere. It's on the ground floor and usually unlocked. It holds supplies for the whole craftsman's yard, and every now and again someone comes in to fetch something. The only thing we have to make sure is that nobody sees us.
Why go to all that trouble? Aren't the monastery wine cellars full?
They are, but Brother Celerius keeps records of all the casks, and the prior checks them. They'd investigate if any went missing. Whereas, if someone outside loses the odd cask, they're not going to suspect us monks.
That does sound reasonable. I'm ready. We can head off.
All right. You have the outside keys, so get unlocking. And where did you get it?
Jodok, im mniej wiesz, dłużej żyjesz, jak to szło. Możemy sobie wziąć zbawienny sznaps. Konia. No dwójce to my jeszcze kamieniami możemy rzucać, to jest fajne.
What do you desire?
Ah, this looks like the Saracen language.
Wiem, że też może jednego nowicjusza tak spotkać. Dobra.
Hey, you're a fine fellow. Show us what you've been hiding. Praise be to Christ, brother.
Perfectly nose with just the slightest hint of rat droppings. Not too lardy like the last one. Nice sharp elbows. It's not Olomouc nor Znojmo either. But as John says, drinkable enough. Thank you, brothers. And now sit down and share a cup with us.
What's there left to drink to?
To our fresh young novices, our swift steeds, and our boundless cellars.
You and your novices, you old pervert. A toast to our future abbot.
I'll drink to that. So, to John, the future abbot, and a pox on Nevlis.
That killjoy? He'd love to have us all under his thumb. Fat chance.
Don't worry. Those youngsters will wise up once they hear all about him.
Will they believe it?
Even if just 2 or 3 of them do, it'll help us. So, to Abbot John.
To Abbot John. Talk to me.
Let's drink.
That's the idea.
How about to the abbot?
To the abbot it is.
To Abbot John.
That's more like it.
Praise be to Christ.
Let's drink.
That's the idea.
How about to the abbot?
To the abbot it is.
To Abbot.
That's more like it.
I'll be going.
Do us a favor, brother. Stay a little.
Oh. Let's.
That's the.
How about to the. To pick.
So, to pe-
Thanks, but I won't have.
As you wish, brother, as you wish. Ah, down the hatch.
We drink your blood. O której ja mam wstać? Kochana, o której ja mam wstać? O 5 chyba, czy o 3? No nie, normalnie jeszcze śpimy.
Praised be to our Lord Jesus.
Idziemy teraz na posiłek.
Was humbled and kept silence even from good things. So much the more.
Ja wiem, że monotonnie, więc za to nie poradzę.
Show them all that is good and holy, by his deeds even more than by his words, expounding the Lord's commandments in words to be intelligent among his disciples, but demonstrating the divine precepts by his actions for those of harder hearts and ruder minds. The abbot should always remember what he is and what he is called, and should know that to whom more is committed, from him more is required. Let him make no distinction of persons in the monastery. Let him not love one more than another, unless it be one whom he finds better in good works or in obedience. And let him not shut his eyes to the faults of offenders, but, since he has the authority, let him cut out those faults by the roots as soon as they begin to appear. Remembering the fate of Heli, the priest of Siloam, the well-disposed and those of good understanding, let him correct with verbal admonition the first and second time.
What would you like?
Here's the book you wanted.
Amazing. This really is it. Now I can use it to prepare a cure for our suffering abbot. Then I'll leave it in the library to make it seem as if Brother Librarian left it lying about. There'll be no investigation. It would be against his best interests, as he'll look like the one who wasn't taking proper care of the books. It will drive him mad. I didn't leave that book out, or did I? Is there anything I can do for you in return?
How can a novice get out of the monastery?
And what would you do out there? I'm sorry I can't help you. Now, if there's anything more reasonable I can help you with...
Oh, just forget about it. I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. There's the alchemist's laboratory. You'll find ingredients in the chests next to it. Concoct 2 buck's blood potions. Once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby. Don't forget to let me know when you're done so I can check them.
Bycza krew. To lubimy byczą krew. Olej, dobra. Patre. Dobra. Teraz mniszek wrzucamy. Dobra, weźmy jeszcze jeden, zróbmy.
What is it, brother?
I finished my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular.
Hmm. A i nadal nie mam tego. Bo teraz tak patrząc też zielarstwo, coś mi to da? Nie warte.
What is it, brother?
I've heard you're from Vlashim.
Yes, why do you ask? And more importantly, where did you hear it? Since I'm quite sure I've never told you. Honestly, the monks like to gossip more than old wives at the market.
Because I've heard otherwise. You aren't from Vlashim. You made it all up.
And who told you that? Whoever it was, he's a liar. It's complete nonsense.
What was I supposed to...
Christ.
I'd like to... Well, that's all.
Ciekawe kiedy dadzą tą krew w ogóle. Może coś sobie wytworzymy, trochę alchemię pociągniemy sobie.
Vade verso Satana, nuquam suade hibana, sunt mala quae libas ipse venena vivum.
Dobra, do godziny 12 poczekajmy. No i dobra, godzina 12 wybiła.
What do you...
I'm here to...
I znowu się bawimy.
God be with you. Oh no. Such a...
Ale zrobiłem. Do której teraz? 16. I do której teraz? 16, 18. Ale co z tą krwią w ogóle?
As soon as grumbling or objection, for the obedience given to faith is given to God.
Tak, teraz szukaj Antoniego. Gdzie jest Antoni?
A handful. There was dozens of them. And foreign heathens, too.
Jak dobrze oni na biało chodzą. Natut.
Someone.
Are like weeds.
Praise be to our Lord.
What would you like?
I have everything we need for the escape.
Excellent. Straight after Vespers, we'll meet in the dormitory. We'll have to get it all done before the monks have finished dinner.
What exactly is your plan? And why can't we do it at night?
We're going to prepare a little riddle they'll never solve. And why at mealtime? Because we need the dormitory as well as the church to be empty. Then at night we'll escape. Take everything.
Good.
Someone really reaped. Right.
Można się też udać do biblioteki. Nie, może bo tu słyszałem znaleźć jednego z tych nowicjuszy. Czekam jeszcze chwilę. No pomyłka, tutaj pamiętam, że innego można było z nowicjuszy spotkać. No dobra, jak nie można, to trudno się mówi. Idziemy spać? Dobra, idziemy jeść.
on my ways, that I may not sin with my tongue. Laughed with my mouth. I was mute and was humbled and kept silence even from good things. Here the prophet shows that if the spirit for speaking and teaching belong to the master, the disciple.
Ah,
I've just...
I see.
The older brothers are picking on novice Lucas, punishing him when he doesn't...
It seems that now even brothers can't avoid worldly evil. Thank you for the information, and if you can, stand up for him. The older brother...
The Circators go into the cellar at night to drink wine.
I thought so. John always reeks of it. And he wants to be abbot. Hypocrite. Perhaps if you told the prior, that would clip John's wings.
Brother Yodok has been stealing wine for the Circators so they can drink.
Yodok? Well, that little rat's shown his true colours. Do you know where he's stealing it from?
From the cellar of a low-ranking vassal.
Clever. The custodian would never suspect anyone in the monastery. And no one here would suspect monks were drinking secretly when no wine's... Thank you, brother. Could you please inform the prior? If I were to do it, they'd cry false ac...
That's all I know.
If you find out anything else...
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I want you to prepare... Once you finish them, you'll find...
A wytłumaczmy te nagietkowe odwary. Gotujemy.
Peace be with you. What would you like?
I finished.
Show me what you...
Nie, możemy sobie trochę alchemię podbić do 9. Dobra, alkohol. Kurczę, alkohol czuję, jakbym robił nalewkę. Nalewkę, a kurczę, dobre robię. Zaczynam użytek własny. Robię i sam piję. No zdrowotne, rzecz jasna. Ja ciekawy jestem, czy one te przepisy tutaj robią, czy one działają w prawdziwym życiu. Do 12.
What troubles you?
What would you like?
I'm here to...
X.
I znowu czytamy. Nomenum. No tylko to pasuje. Bo to jest N. Nun et. I znów będzie pewnie, że coś kurczę nie tak zrobione.
Don't eat. Oh, this is quite inexcusable, boy.
Nadal źle? Dobra, jakie to było? Ja nie mogę, będę chodził, szukał tego. Tutaj bawić w piasze, kurczę, już 2 godziny prawie.
Praise be to God. For a moment there, I was worried you weren't coming. Thank you for helping me out. Now we must each go our own way.
No dobra, weźmiemy teraz dla odmiany.
I was glad to help. I did what I needed to do and no one got killed.
What will you do now? Now, get the hell out of here. Steal the first horse I come across and ride until dawn, far, far away from here. I was thinking... Here, take this. Show it to those cutthroat bastards and tell them you found it on me. That should convince them. Especially when they hear about the outcry here after the fires found out we've gone.
Your lucky die?
In a manner of speaking. I hope it brings you more luck than it brought me. Thank you. Thank you for letting me live, Brother Gregor.
My name's Henry.
All right, Brother Henry. May God be with you.
Ale moje rzeczy to są na koniu. Miecz świętego Jerzego, poproszę. Łuk. A nie. Ten był cisowy chyba jeden. Dobra, weź wszystko. Hmm. Dobra. Dobra, wszystko jest. Trzeba przejechać na drugą stronę, tylko że ja będę musiał do klasztoru wrócić. Wywal tą cebulę, jak się spieprzyła, to po chuj mi ta cebula i kapusta.
Yeah.
Dziennik. Kości zostały rzucone. Mój czas duchowej odnowy i kontemplacji w zakonie świętego Benedykta skończył się. Żegnaj, bracie Grzegorzu, a teraz muszę wrócić do tych naganiaczy i że w końcu zaprowadzą mnie do obozu tych zbirów.
Yeah.
I can't go any further. The current could sweep me to my death.
To nie był most? Ja bym przekonany, że to był most.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ale wiecie, jak wrócić, to po takim czasie do wątku fabularnego. Kurczę, jak nas długo nie było, jeżeli chodzi o wątek fabularny.
This looks like the place they were talking about.
Morning, sunshine. Hope we didn't wake you.
Kurva! Did you have to sneak up on me like thieves?
We are thieves. Besides, we had to make sure you weren't followed. Or trying to lead us into a trap. But enough of this chit-chat. Let's get down to business. We heard there was some trouble at the monastery. Question is, was it the right sort? Did you do that job we agreed?
Do you think I'd be sitting here if I didn't do it?
How should I know? The world's full of idiots.
It's done.
You've got proof?
He had this on him.
Aye. That says all right. What did you do with the body?
I dragged it away and buried it.
That must have been quite a job.
True, it wasn't easy, but if I'd left the corpse, they'd know for sure I was the killer. This way, they just lost a couple of novices. Or do you think it would have been better to leave the body there?
Nah, I just have to make sure you did what was needed. Not even a mouse can get into that damn monastery, so no choice but to trust you.
And do you trust me?
Yeah.
What now?
What now? You did your job. Welcome. We need people like you.
But what do you need people like me to do?
I'm just a crimp. All I do is recruit. Now you get to go to our camp and find out everything you need to know.
Where?
Are you seriously telling me you didn't notice the camp? Not too observant, are you? Well, there's a hill above Sasau, and on top there's an old abandoned fort. Only it's not as abandoned as it used to be. That's where the camp is. Go there and report to a fellow by the name of Eric. Tell him Kozliak sent you.
And they'll let me in just like that?
Good point. I almost forgot. At the gate, show them the special dye you took off Pius. That's our sign.
That's all?
That's all. You'll learn everything you need to know at Vranik. And hurry up. I've got a feeling there's something being planned.
I zrobimy to DLC. Bo jest jeszcze jedno DLC. Je zrobimy. Idziemy z wątkiem fabularnym.
Stop for a bit. I'll just give you a quick search.
Are you deaf? Sir, I have news, and I'm sorry to say it's nothing good.
After everything that's happened, you have even worse news. That's almost impressive.
I'm afraid so. It's going to happen again, and on an even bigger scale.
You're full of good cheer, aren't you? What exactly will happen?
It seems the Pribyslavitz encampment was just the start, and they're far from defeated.
How did you find out?
I found a recruiting agent who works for them, and let him recruit me.
Ah, God's holy hat. You never cease to surprise me, lad.
And what did you find out?
They have another much bigger encampment in Vranik near to Sasau.
What do those bastards want? And who the hell are they?
To hurt us? Conquer the region? I'm not sure yet, but I can find out.
How?
I'm one of them now. I have their secret sign. I know where their camp is. All I have to do is go and take a look.
That's out of the question. It's too risky.
Sire, compared to everything I went through to get this, it will be child's play. I already passed their test. They trust me.
Then we'll have to attack them before things get out of hand. Ideally, right now, when they're not expecting us. Once we catch that mangy little shit, we can ask him nicely what he wants. But then again, before we attack, it would be useful to have a spy go and scout out how many of them there are and what they're up to.
I don't want you to take any unnecessary risks.
It's much less risky than our raid on Pribyslavitz.
All right then, Hal. Go there and find out how many of them there are, and what their plans are, whatever you can. But don't stick your neck out too far.
Yes, sir.
Godspeed, lad.
Well then.
God be with you, lad.
O, kolejnym zaleceniem się zajmiemy.
Sir, can I ask you about something?
Of course, Henry.
Well,
Hey, Henry.
I thought since we chased the bandits out of Pribyslavitz, the roads would be safer.
Ah, criticizing your liege lord, are you? And what, in your opinion, should he do about it?
Oh no, I don't mean anything by it. Just that it surprises me.
Easy, lad. I'm only pulling your leg. You're quite right. The roads really aren't safe. Mostly due to one thing. My garrison is a shamble these days. I lost most of my men in Skalitz, and what I'm left with after Pribyslavitz is hardly enough even to guard Pigstein. Let alone guarding the roads and patrolling the rest of the province. I simply don't have the men.
Uh-huh. I understand.
That is, I didn't have the men. As it happens, you've come at just the right time. Recently, I asked an old acquaintance for help. Sir Kuno of Rickwald and his mercenary band. The men who ride with him are a rough lot, mostly former convicts, but they're as capable as any squad of soldiers.
Excuse me for being so bold, but there's plenty of mercenaries around. Surely you can find a more respectable band?
You have a point, lad, but I'd like to tell you I talked to Kuno because I trust him. But actually my reasons are of a more pragmatic nature. You see, Kuno owes me a favor, so he'll serve me free of charge.
So, you want me to join them?
Yes, but that's not all. I told Kuno I'd send him a guide, but really what I need is for someone to keep a close eye on him and his men. Someone reliable, and I'd say you fit the part. Go and report to him at his encampment. You'll ride with his band on patrols and make sure they don't get too disorderly.
Who is this Sir Kuno of Rickwald?
He's the last baron of the House of Rickwald, which became impoverished. So he took to the mercenary trade, like many poor noblemen do, unless they become robbers, which often isn't all that different. He's certainly an entertaining companion, but as a mercenary, well, let's just say he has his own particular approach to certain matters.
That sounds a little worrying.
Oh, it's nothing too bad. Just that now and again he needs reminding not to step over the line.
How is he indebted to you?
I did him quite a big service, actually. I saved him from the hangman.
Oh, that sounds like quite a story. How did it happen?
You should ask him. You'll be spending quite a while riding together, so it'll help pass the time. But one thing I can tell you, he seems to have taken inspiration from me. A lot of his men had their own encounters with the executioner too.
All right, I'll go and report to him.
Excellent. He set up camp between Ratai and Ledechko. It's a good base for covering the province. Good luck, Henry. And watch out for yourself.
I will, sir. Thanks.
See you later.
Yeah.
Nie ma mnie. A jak ja mam kradziony ten napierśnik, to kurczę. To ja go nie oddam. Tak, kradziony jeszcze jest? Tak, kradziony. I to będzie tutaj. Dobra, dziennik. Banda drani. Pan Radzik znowu poprosił mnie o pomoc. Zlecił Pewnemu najemnikowi panu Kunowi z Chwalku i jego bandzie patrolowanie okolicy i pilnowanie porządku. Mam być przewodnikiem dla tych najemników, ponieważ niewiele różnią się od bandytów. Mam dość ich zapał do szukania problemów. Może wam powiem przeczytać tutaj? Mandadrani. Możecie sobie przeczytać długi opis, jak ktoś chce.
Yeah.
A potem po ukończeniu tego wątku powiem, nam zostanie tylko wątek fabularny.
I'll be with you. I'm looking for Sakuno. Sakuno? Baron Rickwold. Isn't this his camp?
Ty głuchy jesteś?
You won't get nothing out of him. You must be Radzig's man. I heard he was supposed to send someone.
Yes, Sir Radzig sent me as a guide. I'm Henry.
I'm Jakey. And this here fella, we call the Stone.
I can see why. What's up with him? Cat got his tongue?
No, more like the dog got it. The executioner's dog. When the executioner ripped it out of him. Anyway, you better come along with me. I'll introduce you to the other fellas. And the chief. These here are the Bearman brothers, Petter and Jan. They're a barrel of laughs, except when they're too drunk to string two words together. Like now. Don't get on the wrong side of them, though. When their blood is up, well, it ain't a pretty sight.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, I'm sure.
Never mind the fancy poses, Stefan. You're trying to kill the fucker, not teach him how to dance. And you, Dangler, stand your ground. Don't let him lead you round by the nose.
Sir? Well, sir, this is Henry. From Lord Kobler.
Ah, it's about time Radzig got round to this. We need someone who knows their way around these parts. Leave off with the bowing and curtsying. We don't hold with that tomfoolery here.
Jakey! Where the hell are you sneaking off to? Go to the farm and get water. The lads are thirsty.
But I went last time.
And you'll go next time, you ungrateful pup. Get your ass moving.
Snot-nosed brat. You pull them out of a pile of shit, and they thank you with back talk. Where were we? Oh yeah. We need a guide who knows these parts. So I hope I can rely on you, Herman.
That's Henry.
Right. And as I said to Radzig, I don't want to carry any dead weight. We could find ourselves in some very tight situations where every sword counts.
I know how to handle a sword, all right?
I've heard a lot of fellas say that. They still ended up on the wrong end of one. We'll find out.
Stefan, take a break. Dangler, let's find out what Harold here can do.
Henrik!
Sure. No problem, Chief.
Henryk, nie Harold.
Go ahead. Fuck it! Stop, Stella! Fuck!
Ten klawisz nacisnąłem.
God!
You didn't fare badly at all, I must say. You can ride with us.
All right, good. Thanks.
Don't thank me yet. You don't know what you're letting yourself in for.
Sir Kuno, can you tell me something about yourself?
Drop the sir. That title brought me nothing but grief. But what do you want to know?
Sir Radzig told me the Rickvold family lost its wealth. How did that happen?
There's all sorts of ways to become impoverished. Nothing easier. Especially when your father's a fool, and your mother's mad as a bat.
Oh.
But it's a long and twisted story. We took our name from Rickvald Castle, but that actually belonged to the convent of the Poor Clares in Tynitz, and my father only leased it. You see, he knew the abbess there since they were young. Knew her very well. There was even talk that she only joined the order because her family wouldn't let her marry him. Anyway, whether he was fucking her right there in the convent, or he just took a lot of interest in scripture, he spent an awful lot of time in Tynitz.
Well, nobles can be very devout sometimes.
Not my old man. He cursed like a tanner's hand. More than once, he threatened to take a whip to our parish priest. Anyway, my mother never had strong nerves. Truth be told, her sanity was always shaky. Pa's escapades drove her cuckoo entirely. Then, one frosty December morning, I was woken by screaming and smoke. I looked out the window, and I saw my mother there, in the courtyard, wreathed in flames. Behind her, the stables, the farm buildings, and the tower were burning too. And she just stood there, shrieking with laughter.
Christ, that sounds like a scene straight out of hell.
Hellish it was, I can tell you. Me and my sister Adela and a few servants managed to get out before the whole place went up. I couldn't get to my father. Or my little brother. Poor lad was only 7. My sister and I were left destitute after the fire. But then my cousin, Adam of Drevich, took us into his castle. A few weeks later, he offered to buy what was left of our estates and sell me a small fortress near Akovnik. It was a great relief. We suddenly had some hope of a future again. So I told my sister about it. And it was the biggest mistake of my life. A week later, the two of them announced to me they were getting married. And all that was left of our estates, lands, woods, villages, Adela was to get it all as a dowry.
But surely that was for you to decide. You were the head of the family, right?
Aye. Only I barely had 17 years under my belt, and I'd just lost everything. course, I argued with them, and that was the only excuse they needed to kick me out of Drevich too.
That's pretty harsh.
You're telling me. But I'm not complaining. As my pa always used to say, if you can turn your hand to something, you never be lost. I doubt it ever crossed his mind how often I'd remember those words.
What about your debt to Sir Radzig? How did that come about?
A twist of fate, lad. I was fighting in the hostilities between the House of Schallenberg and the town of Colleen. Some trade dispute it was, and I fought under the Schallenberg colours. In the end, the two sides negotiated a truce, and I rode to Colleen with the delegation that was to parley there. We stopped off at an inn on the way, and it was there that I met Radzig Kobyla. I could tell at first sight he was a man after my own heart. A likeable rogue, with a sharp mind and a merry soul. We spent the whole night drinking together and talking, and in the morning we set off together, with sore heads, but in good temper, since he was travelling the Colleen same as I was. Only, once we reached the city gates, they arrested me on the spot. Seems the burghers had it in for me, since I'd been making their lives hell for a good 6 months. On the other hand, I was a member of the peace delegation, so by rights, they shouldn't have even looked at me sideways. And then it hit me why Radzig was there. Colleen is a royal city, so he was there to represent the king's interests.
I see. So he was on the other side?
That's right. Anyway, they threw me in a dungeon, and a few days later word reached me that the Schallenbergs had reached an agreement with the burghers. Only part of the deal was they would give them my head. And I'd surely have ended my days swinging from the town battlements if it hadn't been for Radzig. He liked me, and he could see it was a dirty trick, so he somehow squared things with the city council.
Lucky for you.
Indeed. I owe my life to Radzig, and I'll never forget it. He's asked me twice before for help. This is the third time, and how could I refuse him?
I'd like to ask about your men.
Ask away.
What about the fellow they call Dangler?
I've never ridden with a better man, I can tell you. He doesn't say a lot, but for that, he listens all the better. Nothing escapes him.
So he scouts for you?
Not just that. It's happened more than once. I was closing a deal with someone, and Dangler told me after that he didn't like the smell of the fellow nearly every time he was right, and the fellow tried to stab me in the back afterwards.
Those Behrman brothers are quite a pair.
Indeed they are. There's no more mercy in them than in, well, a bear. If I told them to skewer you on the spot, they'd do it, without batting an eyelid.
Jesus.
Oh, aye. They'd argue first about which one of them got to do the job. But they're as obedient as a huntsman's dogs. Real soldiers, the pair of them. Reliable, as long as they don't get too drunk. Then there's no keeping them under control. But nobody's perfect.
What can you tell me about Stefan?
Fletching? For one thing, he's a very resourceful fellow.
How did he come to join your band?
Well, let's just say he was in the right place at the right time. You'll find he has quite a knack for that.
What exactly happened?
Sorry, I'd love to tell you the whole story, but I'd be betraying his trust.
Oh, now you've got me curious. Maybe I should ask him myself.
Sure, why not? Our Fletch does love to converse.
What about that dumb one? How did he end up with you?
The stone? Oh, he just kind of tagged along.
Just like that?
Aye, just like that. We were riding from Olomouc to a castle past Kladsko, when we ran into him and some other wayfarers camping along the way. You know how it goes. We made acquaintance with them, had a drink or two. Then we travelled on together. After all, there's safety in numbers.
I'm not sure I'd be thinking that if I ran into you lot on the road.
We might have done some things I ain't proud of, but wayfarers are sacred even for me. Anyway, our fellow travellers dropped off along the way. One in Mohelnitz, one in Schoenberg, and the rest in Kladsko. Except for the stone. He stuck with us the whole way. The fellas kept asking him what he was after, but of course he never said a word. When we were approaching Barsdorf, I ordered the men to get rid of him. I had some business at the castle, and I didn't want any strangers sticking their noses in. Stefan tried to tell him nicely, but he just sat there, staring like he was turned to stone. That's when we gave him the name. Then the Bearman brothers tried to get him off his horse. He booted Jan in the face and knocked him out cold. Then he jumped down and felled Petter with one punch. A man who can do that is a man you want on your side. So we kept him.
Weren't you worried about having a stranger in your band? Especially one who didn't talk?
No, I figured if he can't talk, he can't tell. Besides, I've had worse.
What about Jakey?
Jakey, that boy will be the death of me. You've got to be tough on him, or he's good for nothing. But I'm fond of him, in a way.
Like a son?
I wouldn't go that far. But I've no family of my own. And unlike those other cutthroats, he seems to me like a good lad.
Well, you're pretty hard on him, though. And the others keep him on his toes, too.
The boy needs a firm hand. I was like him once, and I got the same too. If we let him be, we'd end up with a third bear man. And who'd want that?
True. 2 is more than enough.
Tu jakieś zadanie jeszcze jest. Teraz będzie tak, pogadamy sobie bardziej. Dama B, jakie fajne konie. Syzyf. Lucyfer. Istfond. Szpindel. Bimber. O, tu taki polsko brzmiący. Hereward.
What is it, Jakey?
The stone wants to talk with you, if you can call it that. Probably about that ring.
What ring?
Ah, no one told you about it. The fellas call it the Ring of Bacchus. It's a kind of game we play. Kuno gave us this ring. It's just a worthless bauble. But when we're at the tavern, Kuno pays everything for the man who has the ring. So we steal the ring from each other and try to trick each other. Well, actually, just the others. They won't let me play. Kuno says I'm too young to get boozed up.
That sounds like a lot of fun. But I don't have the ring, so why does the stone want to see me?
He probably wants you to steal it from someone. Since you're new, the fellows will talk to you, and it won't be suspicious.
All right. I'll have a word with him. Hey, Jakey, can you tell me something about yourself?
Want to get matey, eh? Sure, Henry. What do you want to know?
How did you end up in Kuno's band?
Well, I used to be a baker's hand in Prague, but all the other fellas were always on my back, always swearing at me. Sometimes they even beat me up, took everything I had. To make a bit of coin, I started going to the tavern across the road, entertaining the rich gents with jokes, playing the fool. Sometimes someone would throw me a half-groschen. One time, Kuno turned up there, and I got to talking with him. When I told him all the shit I was getting at the bakery, he offered to take me with him.
I bet you were glad to get out of there.
Yeah, though it's not like they give me much peace here either. It's all,
Jakey, come here. Jakey, go there. Jakey, get that.
Well, surely you can't be any worse off here than in the bakery.
no. Only, at the bakery, the worst I ever got was a beating. It's not like my life was in danger. But here, when those Beerman brothers are drunk, I have to keep well out of sight.
How come they bullied you at the bakery? It's usually the shy ones bullies pick on. That's not exactly you.
Not now, maybe. I learned a thing or two since then.
Oh, come on, you shy? You just said you were playing the fool and telling jokes in the tavern.
All right, I'll tell you the truth. They picked on me because I'm an orphan. The parish priest of St. Apollinaire's in Prague found me as a baby in the church one winter's morning. I spent half my childhood in parish houses and half on the street.
I see. That must have been tough.
It still is tough, I can tell you that.
No dobra, z Jackiem pogadaliśmy. Jan Niedźwiedź.
Can you tell me something about yourself, Jan?
Why not? I haven't been to confession for a while.
You and Petter seem very close.
As brothers should be, lad.
To tell the truth, I'd never have guessed the two of you came from the same mother.
Oh, we've got the same ma, all right. I ain't got no ma, and neither does he. And the same goes for our pa. It's probably Satan himself.
Oh. I'm a bit confused. You're not actually brothers?
We might be. We might not. A band of mercenaries found us in a village when I was still a baby, and Petter hardly walking. Playing in the dirt together we was. Their leader took a shine to us for some reason. He took us away and raised us up. Raised us with swords for playthings and ale for mother's milk. A few years later, he was killed in Saxony. The band fell apart, but we joined another right away. That's the way it's been ever since, over and over.
So you two never had... well,
A normal life. We ride from one fight to another, risking our necks and killing who they pay us to kill. That's normal for us. Always has been.
How did you end up in Kuno's band?
It's nothing new for me and my brother. We've been fighting for coins since we were old enough to carry swords. Last time we rode with one Lombardian by the name of Collini. All over Bavaria, Austria and that.
What happened? Did you fall out?
Nah, we just wanted to come back to Bohemia. You know how it is. Where no one understands a word you say, it ain't worth a damn.
Dobra, tu jest Jacek.
Jakey sent me to you.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose you want me to get it from someone?
Mm-hmm.
Who has it? Jakey?
Mm-mm.
You mean Kuno?
Mm-mm.
Twoja stara?
Jan Behrman?
Mm-mm.
Petter Behrman?
Mm-mm.
I didn't quite... Is it Fletching?
Mm-mm.
Does Dangler have it?
Mm.
All right. How should I get it?
Kurczę, pochodni to może niepotrzebnie brałem.
Can you tell me something about yourself?
What do you want to know?
Why do they call you Dangler?
Because Kuno found me dangling on the end of a rope.
Ah, I see. So, he saved you from execution?
I wouldn't call it an execution exactly. At the time I was squire to the Lord of Buzitz. There was a proper knight for you, full of ideals and honour. I looked up to him as a hero. Then in one skirmish he was killed, and the foe took me captive. They stood me on a shaky wooden cross with my hands tied behind my back and a noose around my neck. For amusement. Then they rode off laughing.
But how long were you stuck there?
I couldn't tell you. Hours, maybe days. In the end, everything started going black. I could feel the devil pulling me down by the legs.
Jesus! How on earth did you survive?
I didn't. When Kuno found me, he says I was dead as a doornail. They cut me down and took the rope off me. Then someone gave me a kick and I coughed and came back to life. Sort of.
Lotka.
Stefan, can you tell me something about yourself?
What is it you want to know, youngster?
I'm curious how you ended up in Kuno's band.
You noticed I don't exactly fit in with this pack of felons and reprobates, huh? Unfortunately, you can't always choose your company, can you?
No, I suppose not. But how did you come to be with them?
Oh, well, I'd love to tell you, but Kuno insisted we keep that between the two of us. And I'm not one to break a confidence.
Oh. But, well, Kuno said it was you who wanted to keep it secret.
Really? Are you sure about that? You must have misunderstood him.
No, I don't think so. At least... Oh, never mind. So, where did you live before? What did you do?
I used to live in a town before. Back there I was doing something very different. Although, now I think of it, maybe it wasn't that different in a way, if you know what I mean.
Actually, I haven't the foggiest idea what you mean. You don't give anything away, do you?
Me? I'm an open book, lad. Ask me anything you like, and I'll give you an honest answer. Go on.
Maybe another time. My head's starting to spin.
As you wish. Shame, though. There's nothing I enjoy more than conversing.
I got the ring from Dangler. Yeah, well, I suppose it. Yeah, thanks to you too.
Liczenie złotem i inne mity. Dobra, gdzie jest ten Piotr? Jeszcze jeden koleżka powinien być.
Look out.
A tam ktoś jest. O, Piotr. Panie Piotrze, pogadajmy.
What do you want to know?
How did you and Jan end up with Kuno?
Me and my brother been riding with coinmen since we was little. This was just another mercenary band for us. But Kuno seemed like a decent kind of fellow who'd treat us fair.
Your brother was saying you rode before with some Kalini fella.
He did he? Did he tell you why we finished with him?
Yeah, he said you missed Bohemia.
Ha ha! Miss Bohemia! That's good! Ha ha ha! But it ain't far from the truth. Jan missed any place where he wouldn't have a band of furious Italians looking to skin him alive.
Ah. He did something to anger them.
Oh, aye. While Collini was away, he broke into the trunk where the coin was kept. Took it all and wagered it with a fellow who claimed his bear knew how to dance, and lost it all.
What? The bear really did dance?
Aye. The costliest Chardash we ever watched. We had to get the fuck out of there before Collini came back and had the two of us dancing on the end of a rope.
Hmm.
The bearman starts with a pregnant woman. Know any Latin insults?
Nie masz pierścienia? Hmm. Dobra, chodźmy na początek na misję.
Should we ride out?
Aye, we ought to set out on patrol about now. Hope you've got your kit ready and whatnot. I'd like to head to the north. Is there anything interesting that way?
North of here, Samapesh and Merhoyed are that way, and Talmberg is a bit further on. There's stables in Merhoyed.
I wouldn't mind paying a visit to those stables. We can go through there.
And from there?
From there, we'll follow our noses. Something interesting is sure to turn up. I feel it in my bones. Mount up and let's go.
Sure. Chief.
Ale inna ikonka widzę.
Indeed, brother.
You know what I like best about days like this, Jan?
The scent of chamomile wafting from the hillsides.
Among other things.
Ah, like the rounded hills, rising, purtling, all soft and pink in the sunlight.
And the fertile valley below, spreading wide and inviting.
Dew glistening in a mossy hollow.
The sweet aroma of honey in the air.
The sturdy poplar, standing tall and erect.
Aye, it reminds me of that day day. Where the two of us fucked Fletcher's ma.
Very droll. You'd make a stuffed bird laugh.
Your ma's a stuffed bird. I stuffed her myself.
I can't smell any chamomile.
Well, men, how are things? Yeah? Fletch?
I'm a little concerned about the prospects in these parts, Chief.
How's that?
I've been looking around, and if you'll pardon me, it seems to me that we've been stuck for a long time in the arsehole of beyond.
It's not Paris, France, I'll grant you.
What I mean to say is, I haven't got any new kit or arrows since the day Jakey joined us. It makes me uneasy, Chief.
I see. What about the rest of you?
I don't know what Fletcher's moaning about. There's plenty of booze and loose wenches nearby.
Not to mention fools in the taverns who don't know when to stop rolling those dice.
Dangler?
It's the arsehole of beyond everywhere we go. And it always makes me uneasy.
Jakey?
You can complain. I was supposed to get a suit of armor, and all I got was a shitty kettle hat.
Sorry, but they don't do hauberks in girls' sizes.
Oh? Well, how did you get yours then?
All right, I appreciate your honesty, lads. Don't worry, there will be plunder. We're here to fight, and to the victor the spoils. That's how it's always been, but no purse of silver will shed blood for you on the battlefield. That's what this company is for. And I hope you never forget the golden rule. You can joke all you want, moan all you want, but nothing will keep your skins in one piece better than trusting your leader, who you choose by your own free will. So don't ever forget that.
Amen.
Chief, there's something going on over there.
Let's go! Behind me, and keep your eyes peeled.
A co ty upatrzyłeś? A nie, no palą się jakieś budynki, palą.
What do you think we can expect this time, fellas?
Groschen, hidden in a piss pot under the bed. A nice chunk of beef no one there will be eating.
On account of it'd just fall out through the holes in their bellies, eh, brother?
My mouth is already watering, brother, and I ain't even touched a purse yet.
Once you've got your hands on some loot, I'll be happy to play you for your hard-earned groschen back at the camp.
Poor old Fletch. Never gets to see the action from close up.
What about you, Dangler? What do you expect to find?
Futility in human suffering, like always.
Always full of good cheer, eh, Dangler? Why don't you take a leaf out of Stone's book? Shut the fuck up.
Jesus, I wish you'd all shut the fuck up.
Keep your eyes peeled, though. There might be someone hiding out here still. Look for clues and question the survivors, if there are any.
Jesus Christ, what a massacre. They weren't even armed. Looks like it happened fast. Well, they can't be all that clever or they'd have taken the wagon. God almighty. No signs of resistance. They simply slaughtered them like animals. Poor wretch.
Kurde, psa zabili, o Jezu, jakie bestie.
Kuno will want to know about this.
Praktyzul.
I found this shield in a shed along with a letter. Seems like someone left us a message.
Show me that. I know that crest. It's the House of Zul. A dangerous lot, God's truth. I don't think we'll find anything else here. We'll stay here a while, just in case. And you should go and report to Radzig what happened.
What do you know about these Zuls?
A family of impoverished nobles. They fought in the Margraviate Wars in Moravia. But what they're after in Bohemia, I've no idea.
I thought I could go and search for those raiders. They might not have gotten very far yet.
All right. It's always good to have an extra pair of eyes. We'll keep searching here for a while, and then head back to the camp.
No i dobra. Spróbuj znaleźć ślady napastników. No dobra, ale tym to już się będę zajmował w następnym live'ie. Będzie trzeba nie przedłużać, 2 w nocy. Też trzeba odpocząć, jak to mawiają. Trzeba też odpocząć. No kurde, wysyła. O 2 w nocy wysyła po prostu powiadomienie. Ja nie rozumiem tego bota. Czego on do 2 w nocy wysyła w ogóle po to powiadomienie? Musiałbym zobaczyć w nim w tym ustawieniach, bo coś jest nie tak z nim. Coś jest w ogóle z nim nie tak. No dobra. Ale to też, jak powiedziałem, koniec. Więc trzymajcie się ciepło. Do zobaczenia. Komentował Czarny Wilk, a to był live z gry Kingdom Come Deliverance. Dziękuję wam bardzo. Do zobaczenia. Na razie państwu. Dobranoc.